Hi, David. That's a good one. Yes, you do, right? You have to tell him. Oh, Alicia, usually it means we will get some rain, right? But no rain. You're going to have a nice clean car for a while. Happy Wednesday. It's Thursday, Shell. Hey, Tessie. I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, good news, Shell. It's Thursday, Friday Eve. And I have to start here on this Thursday night. Good evening. Bill Taylor, Ken's 5 Digital Center. You know that the joke that David posted about what you tell a meme when arrested reminds me that when I first got to Ken's 5, 1996, I was the weekend weatherman and a weekday reporter. So 3 days a week I would do news. And one of those stories was a trial. I forget what he was being convicted of, but a deaf suspect was convicted. And when they read the sentence, they had to sign it to him. And I covered that trial. It was really the first time I'd ever seen that. Last time I ever saw it too, for that matter. Hope you're doing well on this Thursday evening. We're going to talk about Saharan dust heading into the weekend. It's been an issue in the sky, but it hasn't been an issue in our air quality. That's good news. Hope that doesn't change, but it is starting to thicken as we get into the weekend. I'm going to show you the new forecast there, but first and foremost, I want to show you what we had on the pollen count. This could also be what you felt today. Molds combined with Saharan dust, I bet it definitely had an impact. I mean, that's almost a heavy reading at 860. Pigweed is light. Remember, on Monday, I think it was, yeah, Monday, coming off of the weekend rain, we had a count of 19,000 on the pollen, on the molds. So quite an improvement, right? We were light last couple days, but moderate today. All right, so let me show you air quality. We haven't seen any change here. Despite the Saharan dust, we're still at a moderate read in San Antonio. So it could be better, but not by much, because it could be a lot worse when you look at the categories of unhealthy and hazardous. We're at least avoiding that. But look what's happening. I mean, the entire state is covered with Saharan dust. This goes all the way up through Oklahoma, even into Kansas. And notice that there's still a good amount in the western Gulf waters that's heading our way for the weekend. So what I think this forecast is telling us is that we're going to see a good increase over Friday, and then into Saturday it starts to slowly thin out, and then by Sunday it's gone. So as far as this round of Saharan dust in our air, it looks like it wraps up late Saturday, at the earliest Sunday morning at the latest. Temperatures outside tonight, not bad. I mean, you know, lower to mid 90s, a little warmer than we should be this time of night, but it's really not exceptional. 94 in the city. We've got some 80s on the map out to the east, barely, right? 89s. Here's today's numbers from San Antonio International. Looks like we've got a plane coming in on the approach. 100. It should stop at 96, and we stop 6 degrees short of a 1954 record. Boy, rain, look at that. Monthly total for July. This is the final Thursday of the month, and we still don't even have a quarter of an inch in the gauge for the month. And we're stuck just below 13 inches for the year. Although, Sunday night, I'm in Helotes, northwest San Antonio. My gauge, 1.5 inches of rain on Sunday night. Just on Sunday night, 1.5 inches. So again, that's why you can see that the airport number is always completely opposite of what's happening in your neighborhoods. So as far as 1292 is concerned, you've got a lot more for your annual totals where you are. Like I said, in Helotes, just on Sunday night, I had 1.5 inches of rain. Okay, now, the problem. High pressure is not going anywhere. The only thing it's going to do over the next, I would say 24, maybe 48 at the most hours is going to be flattening out before now it starts to center back up right over top of Texas. That's going to mean more heat as we head into next week. So even though we got a little bit of a break, 99 and 100 degree highs, hardly a heat index, we're not looking good as far as rainfall goes. You know, we might only stop about 9,900 at the most tomorrow, but look at this 7-day rain forecast. I mean, hardly a drop out there. 1/10 of an inch in some scattered spots, isolated spots. Certainly not enough to really help us. And you can see where it's expected, and that's going to be southeast of us. And let me show you where it's needed. It's really needed in the center of our viewing area, northern Bexar County, but especially Kendall and Kerr counties. Take a look. This was updated today, Thursday drought report, and you see it. Gillespie's almost completely covered. Kendall County completely in exceptional drought. Kerr almost covered, I would say 2/3 of the county, about half of Bandera County, and let's call it 1/5 of Bexar County. You notice that we then turn to extreme, then we go to severe, then we even have a smidge of moderate drought down near Elmendorf. Then the rest of South Texas is in good shape with yellow. That's no drought, that's just dry. But see, with the high, we're not expecting much of a change in this category. Check out the tropics, and we've got a system that's showing some more promise, trying to get its legs under it, and it's a 40% chance, medium chance that we see this storm develop into a cyclone. Again, 40%, better than zero, I guess, in the sense of getting some tropical rains would be nice, but this system, even if it does develop, won't be heading in our direction. And if it does develop, it looks like it'll be Emily. Emily will be the next name on our list. Don was the last, or I should say first hurricane, last name storm, but first hurricane of the 23 season. So yeah, the high in control, not much of a change. Saharan dust thickening a bit tomorrow. Hey, Brian. Oh, it's okay, Shell, no worries. Hope all's well. San Antonio broke in the hottest July on record. I know we were close. Yeah, we're getting there. We're not done yet, but we're getting there. We're awfully close. Do you think we will see a hurricane soon? Yeah, Lisa, just showing you that. It's as we get deeper into the season, El Nino is expected to get stronger. And with that comes less tropical development because El Nino supplies the Atlantic with upper level wind speeds that kind of shear those storms apart. Okay, and then the other part of El Nino that you don't hear about a whole lot, there's an ebb and flow, if you will, to the Atlantic and the Pacific. And so El Nino is the warming of the Pacific waters. So what you have is a rising air motion in the Pacific. Whenever that happens, you have a sinking air motion in the Atlantic. So that's also going to suppress tropical development, any kind of sinking air motion. That's why La Nina is just the opposite. Rising air motion in the Atlantic, sinking air motion in the Eastern Pacific, or neutrality is kind of in between those. Those support more active seasons because good rising air develops, why am I leaving that blank on you? Sorry. Good rising air develops more tropical systems and helps them build. So notice the climb in temperatures. I love our 7-day forecast with a built-in thermometer, kind of like those big boxes of Crayola crayons with a built-in sharpener. Remember when that came out? Genius! We can sharpen our crayons on the box. 99, 100, 101, we cap out Monday, 103 as the high strengthens. Still no chance of rain, but a chance of generosity, 100%. Please make sure to drop off a brand new box fan to any San Antonio fire station. This is when we're desperately in need of fans. The demand is high, and if you need a fan, check on an elderly neighbor. And if they need a fan, call 211. And if you're 65, is it? I think 60 or older, actually. You need a fan. Swing by the Guadalupe Community Center on Cesar Chavez. It's right across the street from Lanier High School. And pick up a fan, normal business hours between 8:30 and 5. All right, 7-day forecast, once again, hot, dry, no big change as high pressure stays in control. Hello, Vanessa. How you been? Thank you very much. God bless you. I really appreciate that. Absolutely, Lisa. Canyon Lake about to set a lake low record. We're only 2 feet shy of the record from 2009. Wow. Yeah, Canyon's been dropping. Of course, Medina's at 5% last I saw. So, dire situation on the rain. And you know what's interesting about that drought report is that it's right on the cusp of exceptional and extreme drought. Medina and Canyon Lake, they're both right on the line of extreme and exceptional. It's kind of interesting. All right, guys, that wraps it up on this Thursday. Have a fabulous night. and an even better Friday. God bless you and yours, and we'll see you on Eyewitness News at 10.